Zenyatta is hot garbage. Season 3, it seems like there is a ton of Zenyatta being played. On the high end and on the low end, all around Zenyatta, Zenyatta, Zenyatta. And that's really what the issue is. Zenyatta is not meant to be used in every situation, yet we're getting him in constant situations that we shouldn't be having him in, especially on defense. And like I said, this could be at the high end where you play Zenyatta and you do fantastic and everything's okay. But then on the low end, you get someone that's playing Zenyatta and doesn't really know how to play them or just isn't doing very well with them. And that's fine, but really, it's just knowing when to pick a specific hero to play a specific hero. But there's more to that than meets the eye, especially when it comes to Zenyatta. If you look at the entire support roster in Overwatch 2, Zenyatta is the only hero that doesn't have a way to get out of trouble. And in the current meta of Season 3, everything is really fast-paced, really in-your-face, and Zenyatta doesn't have a way to get away from that, or really defend himself besides his kick. But other than the kick, every other support hero besides Zenyatta with his kick has a way to heal themselves, get away, or just do something that mitigates the risk of going to a specific place on the map that you need to get to but there's enemies there, or it's a situation where you have to go there but you need to protect yourself. Zenyatta deals a crap ton of damage, but this means that he really shouldn't be in the support category, and that's another issue that we're having with a few heroes like Mei. Mei kind of seems like she belongs in the damage category, but she also seems like a tank hero. She just has tanky abilities, and it's the mix that makes her very different, and the same thing goes for Zenyatta on support. He dishes out a crap ton of damage. He can support people pretty much seamlessly just by looking in their direction, right? He switches his orb around. It doesn't do a ton of healing, but it's something that, helps out a little bit. But the Discord, on the other hand, that's the big prize that Zenyatta brings to the table, and it's a fantastic ability. It really is. But Zenyatta, at his core, is just so fundamentally different when it comes to all the other support heroes that I think that he needs a rework, and I don't think that he should be a support hero. I think that he should be a damage hero. That's just what Zenyatta is. That's why you play Zenyatta. You don't really play him to support. You play him to deal damage and get kills. So I'm thinking that they really need to just change it up and go one of two ways, right? We either need to go all in on the support side or all in on the damage side. The same thing with Mei. We need all damage Mei or all tank Mei. And I think that these decisions are going to be in the near future. I think that something is definitely going to happen with Zenyatta. It just depends. Like I said, the other issue is the matchmaker right now. The matchmaker is pairing people that are on the opposite spectrum, right? We have high-end Overwatch players and low-end Overwatch players that are being paired together, and it's basically busted, and we know this by now, right? But how does that fare with who is picking who and what you should be picking? Because if you have Zenyatta that works at a high-end level but doesn't really work at a low-end level, and you have this whole mix-up, it's just pure chaos right now, and that's what competitive feels like. A lot of heroes this time around in Season 3 are more viable, are more playable, and that's awesome. You can pick up a hero, and you can play a hero, and you can do really well if you're good with that hero in a lot of different situations, and that goes for almost every single hero right now. Like I said, there does need to be some changes, but that's really just the biggest thing on the table right now is these support heroes, and that's why the next two support heroes are going to be coming soon, and we're going to be beefing up the support roster, because with two more entering the fray, that is going to put all the focus on the support category. So I feel like Zenyatta is next. And you know what? Roadhog is also in that category. They're trying to change Roadhog right now, but I really feel like he hasn't gotten the rework that he deserves, or that they talked about giving him in the first place. But I don't know, guys. Tell me what you think about Zenyatta, because I feel like he's either really, really good when you get him, or just really, really bad. Seems like you get the really, really bad side of Zenyatta a hell of a lot more often. It doesn't really help that Zenyatta's health is so low. 200 with no defensive capabilities to protect yourself with is just not really vibing with the current meta. Zenyatta is not in a good place that I think is going to propel him forward in the right direction. I think that he deals a lot of damage. I think that needs to be dialed back a little bit, and his health needs to be raised just a tad bit. He needs to be able to survive longer, but not be a freaking menace for the entire length of his survival. needs to be fun to play against, as they would say. And maybe they just need to do what they did to Cassidy to Zenyatta. Zenyatta has 200 health, maybe 225, 250. I specifically would love 250 and a little bit of dumbing down the damage. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, and we're going to be talking more about Zenyatta here. Like I said, I think that he's going to be honed in on here in the future. But alright, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Flash out.